Welcome back to Draft Forecast, our cleveland.com game show about the 2018 NFL Draft. I'm your host, Doug Lesmerises, with our distinguished panel, Dan Labbe, Mary Kay Cabot, and Bud Shaw. Our presenter, as always, Chris Fedor. He will be selling a player to this panel today. So far, that panel has forecast Sam Darnold, number 1 to the Browns, Saquon Barkley, number 3 to Indianapolis. Chris, your job today is to sell UCLA quarterback Josh Rosen. How are you going to sell him?
Well, Doug, if you went into a lab and wanted to create a quarterback with the arm strength and the tools and the body and the look of a quarterback, this is probably the guy that you would come up with.
All right, good luck to Chris Fedor. Sell that player.
I think sometimes in the NFL, you're looking for what a guy can become, not necessarily what he is. And while there may be some flaws right now, he's got the size, he's got the arm strength. And unlike Sam Darnold, this dude was born to play quarterback, came out of the crib playing quarterback. He didn't take over in his junior year. He's been playing the position for a long, long time. He's seen it all. He's run some different kinds of offenses. And again, it's about the tools and the traits, and he's got what it takes.
Well, you know, Chris, I've heard it said that scouts will love him, coaches will hate him. Is coachability an issue?
Yeah, well, he might hate his coaches, too. Who knows? It's the NFL. You know, there aren't some great coaches out there that are plucked off the tree every single year that are always going to be the best for his development. But Trent Dilfer, who had him at the Elite 11 camp and some of those things, said that he just needs to be challenged, and he didn't use the word uncoachable, just difficult. And sometimes quarterbacks and other players are like that. And if the talent is there, maybe it's worth it.
Okay.
You know, he has a little bit of an injury history. There have been some concussions, a shoulder injury. What about that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a concern, Mary Kay, because you're talking about a shoulder injury for a quarterback. But if he checks out medically at the scouting combine and there aren't red flags based on those kinds of things, then I think you just chalk that up to some nicks, some bumps, and it's football. It's going to happen, like he said.
Now, we know he's not the most mobile guy. You mentioned he was kind of built in a lab. Some of these guys can be robotic. Is he Tom Brady in the pocket moving around, or is he going to have trouble when it comes time to improvise?
I think it's a good question. Are we looking to run a relay here? Or are we looking for somebody to play quarterback? Tom Brady is not winning a race against Johnny Manziel, but he's a better quarterback because he's got functional mobility and he can handle the pressure that's coming in his face, and he's not going to cower in the face of that sort of thing. So pocket presence doesn't always equate to mobility. So even if he's not that fast, can he stand tall? Can he be big? Can he be tough in the pocket when the pressure is coming? I think you see enough evidence of that.
Well, I'll say this. If he were going to the Browns, the need to run a relay and hand the baton to another quarterback about Game 4 would come in handy. But I'm sold on him, and I'm sold on him at number 2 to the Giants.
You know, I think that he's very smart. When teams get him up on the whiteboard and they see how fast he can process, I think they will love him. I think Pat Shurmur, the new Giants coach, will love him. I'm sold on him at number 2.
If I'm the Giants, though, I got a good quarterback, 37 years old. I want to get back to the playoffs. I almost want to take a guy at number 2 that can impact my team immediately, not just sit for a year behind Eli Manning. I'm not so sold on him there.
So a little disagreement on our panel. Chris, I think you like Josh Rosen. You did a great job selling him. But we're going to find a consensus. Mary Kay and Bud both like Josh Rosen, number 2 to the New York Giants. Sorry, Dan Labbe. We're going number 2, forecasting Josh Rosen, the new quarterback of the New York Giants. Chris Fedor, you're really growing into this role, man. You did a great job. Thanks to you guys for watching. Next on Draft Forecast, we're getting to the 4th pick for the Cleveland Browns. Who's going to go there? Find out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.